Yep. You can't hear it, only me, so call yourselves lucky. Wow, 43 people already watching. What's going on here? What's going on? How are we doing? Good evening. Thank you for joining. New people, old people. Is Great British Bake Off on tonight? Is it actually? Charlie be happy. We do actually watch it, to be fair. It usually coincides with hill climb season, which is a terrible coincidence. Hey everyone. I'm definitely doing the Zwift Academy, but they won't let me in. They don't take anyone with FTP over 7 watts per kilo. Just trying to see. Just trying to go back through the chat here. See if we've. Hey George Deed. New viewer, you're here because Messi isn't streaming. Well, you've joined the best stream. Thank you, Ryan. Hi, Bellap. How you doing? Sorry, Niels. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I've reached that age yet where I can't like. I don't know if it's an age thing. I don't know. Like where I can't sleep afterwards. I tend to sleep like fine anyway. Just take a couple of Edmo tablets and I'm off like a baby. Anyway, this evening we have a tasty one, possibly. There are some actual big hitters in this race. There's a link in the description to the actual event on Zwift Power. Messi's here. Brett Boniface. Those are the only two I've seen. So forgive me if I've missed anybody because I literally had like a 3-second look at it. So anyway. I'm going to jump in for a little spin with David here. He doesn't know it, but I'm going to jump in with him. Give me a bit of motivation to ride. Listen how quiet that chain is. Here he is, in the middle of a workout. Cheers, Jam. What would I do as PM? Great question. Make Boris bikes free, that's for one thing. Dave Arena's giving me a ride on. I would give you a ride on too, Dave, but I can't reach. So you can have a verbal ride on. Oh, I'm so sorry, Phil. By the way, hi Jane if you're watching. Yeah, white bikes banned. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, I've got a bit of a mix going on tonight. I'm sorry. But being that there might be a fair bit of new people on the stream, I thought it might be worth kind of representing the British bands. And yeah, don't worry, there'll be plenty of jersey flapping later. Hey Jen, what are you doing in the chat? It's very rare for you to be on here. Ah, we've got Mr. Brown here with us. The Specialized is dead. What's happened to him, Matt? I feel like tonight is going to be... It's going to be a record-breaking night tonight. There's going to be too many people in the stream for my liking tonight. Did you see Max Edmond try to break the world Everesting record today, by the way? He tried to do it low-key to stop people coming to the event. He ended up breaking the British record, but he didn't beat the world record. He did 7 hours 42 minutes somewhere in... Actually, where we stayed on the weekend, Bridgewater. The Premier Inn around there, there's a really good bunch of climbs in that area. Yes, Jane, that's it. It's not that flat though, Lord. It's not that flat. Oh, no way. That's not good. That's not good at all, Matt, is it? When are you getting a Colnago? You'd have thought they'd have given you one for the hill climb. You know, they were going to give me one, so you should use that as your bargaining tool, Matt. So they were going to give me one. You've definitely got the power to probably beat me at the national, so use that as your bargaining tool. Even Adam. We're doing a flat-ish race, but we're going to try and make it tasty. You know how it is over here. So it's actually the same course we won on last week, but there's some hitters in this one. It's the Seaside Sprint course. You know it, Niels. You know it. 7 watts per kilo. Say what? Actually, it's amazing actually how many people still ask me why I'm not World Tour, and I almost take it as a little bit of an insult nowadays, because they should know better in a way. My development was a lot slower than say Pogacar's, for example. I wasn't doing 7 watts per kilo when I was 20. Of course, that doesn't mean I should be riding in Tour de France now. But I'm still thinking of doing, by the way, I'm still thinking of doing that that test, the live stream test, where I try to hold 7 watts per kilo for 20 minutes. I am still tempted to doing it. There's good evidence to suggest that I can get to 16.5 minutes, and then after that I might fall off a cliff, but we will see. I love disc brakes on road bikes. Whether or not they help you in a bike race, it's to be seen. If you're going downhill and it's raining, 100%. 102 watching already. Watching me doing my warm up. £7 per kilo. Love it. Look, 102 watching, 102 beats a minute. That's the way it goes around here. And if you hit the like button, if we get like, 200 likes, it's 200 watts. So just make sure you hit the like button. Otherwise we don't win. Yeah, that's the key, innit, Danny? Like being able to do it day after day. But fun fact, I am actually a stage racer, so I wouldn't mind replicating the Tour de France myself. To see if I can actually still do the power numbers. Although you can never really replicate the Tour de France, so people will always say, you didn't do it properly, or, that's still not accurate. Anyway. That's no surprise, yeah. Descending the Madeleine with a guy against discs, yeah, 100%. Yeah, 300 meters in it, 500 watts. We can do that, Lord. We can do that. Alright, Lord of the Statistics. That is using your official name from Bike Racing Without Mercy. You are on duty tonight, sir, if you so wish. Somebody else can take up the mantle, obviously. But like I said, the full rider list is in the description. There's a link there to the Zwift Power site. So, if you see anything untoward or any information you feel like can benefit me, then please let me know. The chat is always open for you guys. Typical. I came on my phone to see something and I completely forgot what it was. Oh, that's what it was. Cool. Great question, Danny. Pogacar probably rode the final climb without power or a computer. I actually had this conversation in an Instagram DM with somebody this morning. My belief is that when you get to a high level of fitness like Pogacar, you don't need to know what power you're doing to know that you're going very, very hard, and to know that you're doing basically as hard as you can go, what we call capacity for the given time period. This doesn't come like naturally. It's usually down to years and years of training and knowing your body inside out. So Pogacar knows that he can pretty much hold his maximum sustainable power for 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if there's power on the screen or not. Great example on the weekend at the Pollock Hill climb. I actually looked at my power meter or the power on my screen maybe 3 times in 13 minutes, and that was just to check basically that I was still kind of in roughly the area of power that I thought I wanted to be. So it doesn't really kind of give me any information other than that I'm on target or I'm on point. Pogacar was probably riding the fastest he's ever gone in his life, and you would hope that he'd go, the best in his life up that climb, because he's basically fighting for the L jersey. You'd hope he'd go faster up there in that race than he would in training, because he's going for the L jersey. And the data, if anything, is only really serving a purpose for him to kind of see and look back on in 10 years time. Oh, that's the power I needed to do, to put 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes into Roglic, So if anything, the only thing he's missed out on is the fact that he won't ever be able to look back on that and go, that's the power I did, You know, you won't be able to analyze it and look back and go, that's what I did when I was, you know, 21, sort of thing. So it's data collection. So he's probably not lost out on anything really, but anyway, we're about to get into this. I can see some Canyon riders in this starting grid. We know how good they are. Likely to be a sprint finish. You know how this race is going to be. So maybe we need to try and make it not a sprint finish, which you know is going to be super quick and super hard. So let's see what happens. Got Mark Garden on you. Yeah, exactly. You just do whatever you need to do, innit? You don't worry about the metrics, you just do it because, you know, there's more on the line that day than his power data, and that's the yellow jersey and history, basically. So him doing that is far more important. Oh, are you in here, Robin? Are you in this group? I know there's a few big sprinters in this race, isn't there? There we go. We'll see what happens. Apparently we've been told to go into Cat E because that's 4.5 to 5 watts per kilo. Cheers, Adam. It was nice. I'm glad I could be there, actually. Sorry, Robin. Happy birthday also. Okay, 90 seconds. Quick little wardrobe adjustment. Hey Matt Ellis, are you riding this? I see an M Ellis in here, bud. Have you just snuck in on the start line or what? I think you have. I think you have. Look away. Look away. Sorry about that, kids. That's the way. That's real. It's real life. Things are not comfortable sometimes. Oh yeah, he looks a bit big actually. He's right in front of me there. MLS. Anyway, 30 seconds. Here we go. $20 seconds. I'm doing this race before my evening meal, so I'm feeling a little bit hungry, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, no excuses. Let's enjoy. I use a 4i left-sided power meter for outside riding. How big's the pizza? You know what happens when these races are short, guys. Yeah. Let's put the fan on. It's going to be a pretty easy race to sit in for, if anybody is sitting in. You might see a fair bit of red in this one, which is what you like in it. Well, I mean, if your FTP is higher than 5, it should be a fairly easy race to sit in.
I'm actually fitter than when I used to race with these guys, so now sitting in at 3 to 4 watts per kilo is like the equivalent of sitting in at like 2.5, which is mental. Personally, I can't believe that myself. Yes, man. Harrison. Race Messi sat on the back. He's doing some low watts per kilo. Yeah, it's a stack field of the sprinters, isn't it? Lots of sprinters here. Cheers, Vella. I don't intend on beating any of them. How heavy's Vella then? My XTP is nearly 422. Cheers, Robin. I appreciate that. Cheers also. I don't think I'll win me this time though. Like, raw numbers will have the better of me here in the sprint. Cheers, Niels. I'm sure you'll be amazing. James Phillips, national, well, British Zwift champion. Who's got 6 watt per kilo FTP? I think it's a bit more than that. Ryan, I haven't actually had a trim, funny enough. It's the same hair. Same hair. It's the same, we haven't cut it in a while, like a month. The jersey is flapping now just for you, Phil. I really wish that if people are sat in a group and they're finding it easy or like moderately easy, they should definitely go on the offensive. Especially if there's people like me who also want to go on the offensive. If you had a group of 10, like force a split with a huge attack, like I just hate, like, fair enough, legitimately if people are sat in here and they're like at threshold, which I very much doubt. Some of them are doing like 3 watts per kilo. And just give it a stab, like. Don't wait for the sprint. When there's people who are obviously wanting, you know, to turn it into a different kind of race. It's not the Tour de France or the World Championships. There's too many riders who sat in who are fully capable of going harder. You know, like I've attacked twice, and now I'm sitting in the group at 135 beats a minute. You could argue that I could just keep attacking. Yeah, I know, Tyler. That's what happens in real life as well. Yeah, but it's not slow enough, is it? There's a couple of sections where speed drops, but it's not actually that slow to brake, unless like I say, like 5 people go all at once. 250 watts. Surely some of these people can do like 5 watts per kilo for an hour easily. Surely. I think you're just here for my rants, to be honest. See if anyone goes here. Yeah, I'd say so, George. Yeah, Scott. Yeah, nice stats, Robin. That's solid. Yeah, true that, Mishmash, true that. Alright, let's play like devil's advocate here and wait for the sprint like we did last week and just see what happens. Like see if anybody or any teams, because there's a couple of people with teammates, you know, it's in their best interest. I'm sorry, you know, if you want to race like a team, you send people up the road or you do a lead out. So which one's it going to be, you know? Don't just sit up there and make the numbers, because that doesn't work. Like you don't have a part to play in a race if you're just going to come like 15th and your teammate's going to win and you don't lead him out. So let's see. Oh no, I know that, Robin. I know that. I know it won't work because I've got bigger 40 kilo numbers and obviously bigger raw numbers. So, but I will sit in and see. I will see what happens here. It's a tactical race as well, so you know I'm usually the instigator. Let's just sit back and follow moves and see if anybody else wants to be an instigator. No, it's not an invite race. I just thought a team would want to keep it like really high pace through all of this if they wanted to sprint. Down there. Yeah, it's not going to happen, I don't think, is it, mishmash? We're working with what we got. That's the problem when I do a flat race, I guess, because if I go off the front, it's too hard and I don't go anywhere. If I sit in, it's too easy and I don't get any training out of it. Like, we just end up with like 40 TSS. True story. Alright, roger that, Robin. What does everybody else reckon? To Robin's suggestion. Are you working on the basis, Robin, that the pace usually eases at the tunnel? Yeah, okay. See what happens then. I'm sure somebody else is bound to go in that area as well. We'll see. You mean this Kickr or the Kickr by the All right, got it, Robbie. Got it. Yeah, it's easy in a Sandra. Easy. Let's see what happens then. Yeah. True that, George. True that. Give you something, isn't it? Give you something. Noted, Agnes. That felt good. That really felt good. If I was uphill, they would be miles behind. I spit the truth there. You know it. Before any of you say you didn't go hard enough because you've recovered already, no. That was really good. Fair play, guys. That's like tactically, that was like very, very good, like considering, you know, a group of guys going to be like out sprinting me at the end. So, you know, last week when the sprinters aren't there, you go late, and when they are there, you go earlier. But of course, just the blob effect, innit? Should we see the TSS? Should we guess, by the way? For those of you that are new here, we usually have like a little graph study at the end, and we also guess the TSS. So let's guess the TSS. Also, I think the blob had an advantage where, you know, it goes like this at the end, like their speed is like basically going to carry them. And even though I try to ride, so I press on the ups and then, you know, just slightly rest on the downs, I don't actually go slower, but mentally it's a little break. So try it the next time you're racing or doing anything. So like if there was two of us there, we might have held off. Like seriously, I think if there was two of us in that finish. But you know, it's the same old. A lot of them won't like commit, so I don't know their situations. They might be, you know, really tired, or you know, might be really early in the morning. I can't speak for them, but you know, I think it's nice if riders commit and ride like offensive rather than defensive for the most part. So let's have a look at the stats. I have a Charlie 148, power 276, end ride, and we're coming in hot for the TSS. 46. Who is on the nail? Christian, 46. My man, right on the nail. Squats and cycles, super close. Niels, you were close. Phil, you were close. David Raynham, 1 out. Oh, epic. Good job guessing. Fair play. Fair play. Good job, guys. Good job. He's the guy who won 15. Yeah. Yeah, anyway. Nice one, Christian. You don't lose it. You don't win anything, by the way. Sorry. Let's have a look at the power curve. Nothing super special. The attack wasn't like a massive attack, I don't think. In terms of like peak power, it wasn't like a sprint. It was just below sprint, 150, 200 watts below sprint, but it was far more sustained here. So the first minute, it was a way off my best, 50 watts or so, but you've got to be careful when you're doing an all-out minute at the beginning of an attack, because you've obviously got to be able to recover and ride at a solid tempo. So, you know, you can see where it starts to drop off. Right here is where I probably finished the effort, but the small steps here. So I'd say it's about 433. Is that a new best for 4 minutes? It looks like it, doesn't it? In fact, all of this is from 2 minutes 20-ish to 431 is basically where the attack ended. So 4 minutes at 7.2 watts per kilo, that is. 4 minutes, 7.2 watts per kilo. You know, it's I mean, that's obviously hard, but it's a way off what I do at a hill climb for sure. So thank you. It is way more interesting, I think. I think that's why the Zwift community live goes a little bit bananas when you know, when we do an effort on the stream. And I think, you know, that's at the end of the day, I think that's what people want to see. People want to see people pushing themselves and
I think that's like a big part of live streaming. It's not just about like if you win an event, it's like about having a go or rolling the dice. And I think for a lot of these guys who don't live stream, probably then they don't have that kind of thing to go for, you know. I think it's a little bit different for me because, you know, you guys are watching and it's kind of, it's nice to do something as well as, you know, just wait for the sprint. So anyway, it doesn't look like a lot, does it? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Quite a few of you in the chat tonight, and it never goes missed. There's still 128 of you roughly here, so I'm gonna bid you farewell. Again, thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. We don't just do Zwift races, we also do some outdoor stuff as well. Yeah, and thank you for watching. Sorry we couldn't get the W, but we give it a good try. On to the next one, I suppose. On to the next one. Thanks for the fun, guys. Thank you. Have a good evening, or day, or afternoon, or whatever it is.